Hi, I'm Meredith Sasseen, and we're here at Wanderlust Oahu 2014. This is Anna Forrest, the creatrix of Forrest Yoga, as well as the author of Fierce Medicine and one of our headlining yoga teachers here at the festival. We're here to give you a beauty report. And Anna, will you teach us as well as tell us all about beauty here on the island and how we can bring a beauty report into our lives?
Yes. Do you want me to hold this?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to hold this thing myself this time.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so first I want to tell you a little bit what a beauty report isn't. Because we have a tendency in yoga is we're trying to see the good in life, and we do what I call the la-la bullshit. You know?
Everything's grand!
Yes, everything is perfect. It's fucking not perfect. It's not. And can you see truly all of what's going on? You know, like you can see that from the sugar fields, you know, that's washing, the pesticides are washing into the ocean and it's affecting the ocean, all that stuff. Yes, that's true. And can you still be brave enough in the midst of all these things that are happening to have your heart touched in beauty? So that's one thing. So like to be able to look at this ocean and not go on this whole eco-bemoaning factor about it. It's like, let that be for a while and absorb that beauty that's been doing this for so many millions of years, and that you get to be a part of it. And that ocean and your blood are so similar that you are from that. That is part of who you are, is that gorgeous magnificence. I just saw a little rainbow spot on the wave there, so that's part of a beauty report. So that's learning to let beauty touch your heart and maybe even be brave enough to feel it and not cap it down. Like, can you really feel that and still stay in your body and not go zinging out? Then going to the next step would be like a beauty report. So when you said to me, you read my book, that to me is a beauty report, and that you were obsessed with it, you know, that you just had to devour it. It's like, that so validates it for me, that whole very challenging process of writing that book. It's like it touched you. It made a difference to you so that you wanted to find me. That's a beauty report. And I wrote that book to do my work where I may not ever meet people that read it, but that it will continue to do my work of mending the hoop of the people, which is healing the hoop of the people. And that is my spirit pledge that I have made to all the humans. That is my soul pledge. That is what I do in the world. And as you were so sharp in picking up, there are many layers to that book. And as best as I could as a medicine woman and as a healer and as a sometimes cataclysmic transforming teacher, I wove this together so that if you go on that vision quest and journey, you come through it a changed person, and you come through it with tools that will help you begin to craft and design your life in the way you really deeply desire. Like in medicine, we have a position on the medicine wheel called the design of energy. And what that means is getting really skillful and creative and responsible for recognizing what the big forces in your life are that you don't really have much to do with. Like, I was born crippled. Okay, I didn't have much to do with that, but how I dance with it is totally up to me. You know, and so learning how to do yoga and learning how to bring life into my atrophied muscles and just refusing to be a cripple in any way, shape, or form, that was my design of energy. And yet I had no idea the gifts that I would get from yoga. I had no idea I would get my life back. So that's a beauty report. Yeah?
I love it.
And so a lot of us, what we do in forms of exchange, it's like we mutually bitch to each other and complain. And like, and we thrash on our partners or our sisters or our family or, you know, the dog that pissed on the carpet or whatever. And it's like, yeah, you know, we got to say those things, I guess. But can you have a different level of communication? Can you truth speak? Can you have this beauty report where it's like it impacts you and your person you're communicating to such a degree that your nervous system and your heart change? Boom, right there. That's a beauty report.
I love it. I love it. We like to do that at home. We focus on what's working, what's going well in our lives, what are the highlights. And when we come home from a trip like this, we were just in India in January, and we wrote a list on the way home of all the peak moments, all the beauty moments of the trip. And boy, those are fun things to look back and read, rather than a complaints about the diarrhea or whatever it might be.
Exactly.
Well, anyway.
Well, let me just, I want to add to
Please,
that.
yeah.
Okay, so you got your list, yeah? And each time that you were touched in beauty, there was something that happened, like an alchemical change, literally. that happened that was sort of like a boom, like an explosion of different energy.
Uh-huh.
Sort of like when oxygen and hydrogen come together in just the right combination. Wow, you got water.
Yep.
Right? So if you examine, like really carefully feel through, not analyze, feel through those beauty reports and feel what is the treasures, what was the transformational gem you got from each one, and then how do you bring that into how you live from now on? Yeah?
Thank
So
you
you
for
keep
taking
living.
it a step deeper. I like that.
So I'm going to do it one more time. So it's like, let's say you come to my class and you get some treasure, like you got the treasure of how connected to the breath and how connected that is to your life force. And so what if you incorporate that? Like you start thinking about your breathing, and every time you think of it, it's not just like, oh yeah, my breath is short. It's like, change it now. And so when we go into ceremony, whether it's yoga ceremony, that's what I call my classes, or ceremony with the pipe or vision quest or Sundance or whatever it is, the ceremony actually isn't the difficult thing. The difficult thing is incorporating the realizations and the power of that ceremony into your life from then on. Adding that sparkle and that power into the way you walk from now on. Yeah? So all of those beauty points that you guys got together and wrote down, how fun it would be to make it into like a beautiful necklace that you put on and wear, and you sparkle up with those gems as part of your daily walk from now on, because you would touch that deeply.
I like that. Thank you so much.
Drop.